You're listening to a world of music. We're listener sponsored. It's volunteer powered. 88.1 FM. It's WYCE, Wyoming, Grand Rapids. We're a proud service of Grand Rapids Community Media Center. It's Thursday. It's noon. We are downtown, folks. This is GR Live. Thank you. Another hand for Mark Gerard. Mark Gerard that got us through the morning here on WYCE. Thank you, buddy. Miss you. Haven't seen you in a while. This is GR Live. My name's Quinn. I will host the next hour here from Listening Room in downtown Grand Rapids. We do the show every Thursday from 12 to 1 p.m. Got live music here on the stage. You can join us in person. 123 serving food. Got the bar open in here. You can hang out with us on a Thursday lunchtime hour and catch some live music. Of course, airing on your community radio station, it's 88.1 FM, streaming online, WYCE.org. Thanks to our friends at GRTV, of course. You can see us on Facebook as well. ListeningRoomGR.com is the website to come down and check out a show here at Listening Room. We got a busy weekend coming up with comedy, music, a little bit of everything. Find information online, ListeningRoomGR.com. Two great artists on the show today. Good friends of the show. Been on a few times. Always glad when they stop by. So we're going to start off with a few tunes here from Elijah, chat with them, and have a great show. Elijah, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. How are you? It's good to see you.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Let's get some tunes. Folks, right here on WYCE from the Listening Room, this is Elijah Russ.
you. Time to build this bridge where the river's wide. Across the banks I can see you shine. We'll find a way to see the other side. Some days can be so dark and dull, the sun won't always shine for you and me. There's light inside our hearts and minds. We just might need some help to set it free. Just one way. I can't be too sure that love is the cure to all our darkest days. Something's got to give. The pressure's building in, and it will get worse if we can't converse. So I'll say that we can't wait, 'cause there's little time to build this bridge where the river's wide. Across the banks I can see you shine. We'll find a way to see the other side. It's true, the current flowing through might be too strong for one man. So hold my hand through the cold, cold water. We can make it, yes we can. But I can't be one to say the truth is just one way. I can't be too sure that love is the cure to all our darkest days. But something's got to give. The pressure's building in, and it will get worse if we can't converse. So I'll say there's little time to build this bridge where the river's wide. Across the banks I can see you shine. We'll find a way to to see the other side. We'll find a way to see the other side. We'll find a way to see the other. Thank you.
That's live music right there from Elijah Russ performing for us here on GR Live on WYCE. Thanks for tuning in, 88.1 FM here in West Michigan. Different sound from Elijah. That's I mean, what a versatile musician over here. He'll step foot and rock a guitar solo like you wouldn't believe, and can sit down at the piano. Tell me a little bit about this music you just performed for us here.
So the first tune, the instrumental tune, it's called Evergreens, and that was like the solo piano version of it. But on the record, one of the records that I'm putting out in April, I'm doing a double album release. One of them is like lo-fi hip-hop instrumental, so it's got like some backbeat to it, you know, full band kind of arrangement. And then the second song was called The Other Side, and that'll be on the other album I'm releasing. And I just wanted to try out doing like solo piano stuff.
Yeah.
This is what I do at home, but this is the first time I've ever played piano in front of an audience before. So yeah, it's just something fun to try. I can do it. Why not do it?
Yeah, especially just the instrumental stuff too, because I'm used to hearing you, like I said, either play guitar or singing. I know you do a lot of different stuff, but yeah, during that first song, it's like, wonder if vocals are going to kick in. And then I started listening. I was like, man, this is the song. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's great, man. What made you want to, like you said, this is what you're playing at home, and you play in a lot of different bands, your own bands, and different covers bands and all that good stuff to get work around town. Is this something that personally kind of means a lot to you? It's like, this is what I want to get out sort of into the world, that I play piano and can do this kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, and like that's kind of, you know, the reason I'm starting to do more like small side project albums is displaying these different things. So I have like this main album that I'm doing, which is like all the rock soul stuff, things that people have gotten to know me for up to this point. But I do so many other things musically that it's nice to find ways to convey that, and I felt like this was a good opportunity on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
The listening room.
We're enjoying it, that's for sure. And so, double album release coming out. Tell me a little bit about that. Is it already recorded? Or are you in the steps of getting it out there? Are you in the studio now? Or?
Yep. So I have a day left of mixing and mastering, and then we're done. So everything's recorded, everything's ready to go. I'm launching an Indiegogo campaign this afternoon, so look out for that.
Yeah, absolutely. As a part of being an independent musician, as a lot of you know out there, and not having to rely on labels and people owning your own music, you look to release what you want and not have to release what people tell you to put out there. And in order to do that, you look for fans, friends, community members to help support you getting your independent music out there. So you're launching that campaign to get this double album release out. Tell me how our listeners can get involved and find information about that.
So I have an Instagram page at Elijah Russ, or my website, elijahruss.com. Both of those will be, they'll have links to that pre-order, and it should be done around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I just got to do this radio show and launch it. Yeah.
Chatting here with Elijah Russ, performing for us right now here at Listening Room in downtown Grand Rapids. This is GR Live, weekly radio show we do every Thursday at noon here from Listening Room. You can join us. Bars open, 123 available for lunch in person. Appreciate you listening. Of course, online, WYCE.org. And community radio here in West Michigan, it's 88.1 FM. We're going to let him take it away with a few more tunes. Switched over to the guitar now. It's our good friend Elijah Russ.
All right. This is a tune that I wrote on my most recent trip to Montana. I spent a few weeks in Glacier National Park and was like spending way too much time just looking at mountains and things like that. It's so gorgeous if you've never been. But decided that I needed to come home with some kind of musical something, so I came back with this. Hope you guys like it. Some days like this, sometimes I get trapped inside my head, and there's no way out. And days like this, I just can't pin it down why my mind is filled with doubt. And sometimes things aren't fair. The answers that we seek aren't always there. So we contemplate the hits that we're forced to deal with, and we smile, pick up and move along. Yes, we smile, pick up and move along. And nights like this, sometimes I can drink until I say what I really mean. And nights like this, just can't help but think that maybe that's just what I need. And sometimes we lose some air, a punch to the gut that wasn't fair. So we contemplate the hits that we're forced to deal with, and we smile, pick up and move along. Yes, we smile, pick up and move along. Yes, we smile, pick up and move along. Yes, we smile, pick up and move along. Oh, it's all good. Wait. Oh, I gotta do two. Oh, okay. No, it's good. Eat your sandwich, Quinn. Eat your sandwich, Quinn. Hold on. I gotta grab a guitar pick. I'll do another one real quick. Let's see. Guitar picks. Yep, I know we got one in here. You got one? Oh, never mind. It's hiding in the pocket. Thank you. All right, sweet. I wrote this song about, it was a culmination of failed relationships that I've had. Typical singer-songwriter-y kind of thing. I hope you enjoy it. kick it if you wanted to, because I would love to spend some time with you, and I'd hope that you would want the same thing too. But Amelia, you've heard the company I keep, and if you'd stay in me in the world to me, but I've got work to do, and I know you've got yours too, but maybe it's our timing isn't right. Oh, Amelia, I'll still be yours tonight. Well, Amelia, my heart and soul, where did we lose control? I swore you had fallen from the sky, but right now just ain't the time for love to me on my mind. But we could kick it if you wanted to, because I would love to spend some time with you, and I'd hope that you would want the same thing too. But Amelia, you've heard the company I keep, and if you say it mean the world to me, I've got work to do, and I know you've got yours too, but maybe it's our timing isn't right. Oh, Amelia, I'll still be yours tonight. Do I have to? No. Okay.
Play 7 more, Elijah. That's live music right there from Elijah Russ. He's here on stage with us for GR Live here at Listening Room. Again, as we mentioned before, independent artist making independent music right here in West Michigan with no label support or anything. It's what he wants to do. He writes the music, and he wants to put this album out. We agree with the playing of the music you just did that you should put that album out, darn it.
Thank you.
So you can find information online about Elijah Russ and this new double album he's trying to get out there, ElijahRuss.com, and on Instagram as well, Elijah Russ. Great stuff, man. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Quinn.
It's Elijah Russ, folks. Round of applause.
Give it up for WYCE doing the thing, doing the thing.
again, it's 88.1 FM. It's WYCE coming to you from Listening Room for GR Live. Listening Room, you guys ready for some more live music here? Yeah? All right. We'll do it. It's our good friend Stovepipe. Take it away, buddy, right here on WYCE.
Right, this song is about learning to become vulnerable about your good and bad qualities when you're in a new relationship, and it's all explored through the eyes of a werewolf. The name of the song is Werewolf in Love. Well, she always says she likes a man who has a beard and works with his hands. And luckily for her, I am a carpenter who has a 4-year plan. But she doesn't know that when the full moon fills the sky with silver, I turn into a wolf. You can even see my beard growing longer. Well, she won me over with her wit, her curves, and that brain inside her head. And the moment that we kissed, I daydreamed about the day we two would wed. We made love in the afternoon. I love to have that girl in my side. She just hasn't figured out what I mean when I say that I work nights. Well, life ain't easy when you are a werewolf in love. She makes me happy, though I'm always worried about that sky above. I wanna kiss her, I wanna make that girl my bride, my bride. Yes, I'm a good guy, I just have a dark and hairy side. Well, love's a silver bullet, and it's lodged, bruised, and bloody in my heart. It kills my lesser angels, makes me wanna tear less people apart. Yes, I've ran hungry through the forest and through the city streets. But when that girl looks at me, it makes me wanna lose these sharp teeth. Well, life ain't easy when you are a werewolf in love. She makes me happy, though I'm always worried about that sky above. I wanna kiss her, I wanna make that girl my bride, my bride. Yes, I'm a good guy, I just have a dark and hairy side. Well, we walk into the moonlight, and I feel that light shine upon our feet. My whispers are growing, and I'm starting to look less like me. Yes, I'll show her what it's like when I turn from a man into a monster. And if she don't run away, then maybe we'll live happily ever after. Well, life ain't easy when you are a werewolf in love. She makes me happy, though I'm always worried about that sky above. I wanna kiss her, yes, I wanna make that girl my bride, my bride. Yes, I'm a good guy, I just have a dark and hairy side. I just have a dark and hairy side. I just have a dark and hairy side. Thank you. It's pretty weather outside. We're in a nice, cozy venue, so here's a murder ballad. It's called That Old Swimming Hole. She was a butcher, and he was a teacher. They met at the church, introduced by the preacher. And yes, it most surely was love at first sight, the kind that gives you butterflies. And they kissed in the courtyard, they walked and held hands. Because of her job, hers had blood on them. But he didn't mind it, as long as he saw her. And every night they two would go down to that old swimming hole. To that old swimming hole. Baptized with each other in the moon's silver glow. To that old swimming hole. Well, those glimmers of love and the beat in your heart, the youthful illusions and the never shall we parts, they flicker like a candle with a dying flame. The boredom goes around like the blame. But he didn't mind it, it was easier by far. He put on a few pounds, he spent nights at the bar. But once in a while, that old love would show. They'd follow the winds that would blow down to that old swimming hole. To that old swimming hole. Baptized in each other with the moon's silver glow. To that old swimming hole. It's gonna get a little scary here. Well, some say she snapped like a piece of dry wood, and some say the devil swam inside her blood. The charitable said she just had enough, that the teacher, her lover, turned her lights off. And with her trusty old work knife she used at the shop, and an axe she inherited from her pop, she taught him a lesson he sure didn't know, then sent his body below down to that old swimming hole. To that old swimming hole. When your love has died, there's just one place to go. To that old, to that old, to that old swimming hole. Thank you. Okay,
That's live music from Stovepipe right here on stage here at Listening Room. This is GR Live. Appreciate you tuning in. It's 88.1 FM here in West Michigan. I was thinking of something when I was walking off stage. When I introduced you as good friend, our good friend Stovepipe, and I realized I said the same thing to Elijah, but I want to clarify. You guys are good friends.
Yeah, we're
That's
friends.
not just a thing that I say. Both of you actually have not only played the show many times, even when we were at the Bob, but come here to not only perform, you come to shows here. Both of you I consider such good friends of mine and the venues, but just the music scene around here. Matter of fact, you when we announced the listening room, reached out to me first thing, and it wasn't, hey, can I play a gig? Hey, what can I do? It was just like, I think this is awesome. I'm a supporter. I always appreciate that, man.
We did, yes. I drank many a cider that night, I remember, and had to take an Uber home, so.
Just a few, you know. And yeah, you've been here a lot. And let's talk about you, though. Let's get into some specific. Yeah,
that was a good time, though. I appreciate that, too.
So you got a new EP coming out here in April. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that one on Wicked Good, which was the album that I released here with Emily Petersmark also playing. That was it was definitely, you know, as you notice, there's a dark side to my songs, and that one was like a Stephen King novel set to music, and it was split into two parts. The first one was called The Death, which was about death. The second one was called The Cave, and it was supposed to be, the atmospherics were like you're singing in a haunted cave. Wasn't a real one, though. That would have been cool. And then the third one was Midnight in the Haunted Apartment. Well, it turns out everyone really likes the cave part. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little EP that's just in the cave, and it's going to have this resonator guitar. So it's going to be really kind of atmospheric, similar vein of the other ones. I think it's the songs that I would have put on there had it totally fit well in the cave one, and that will be out in April. Yep.
You love that vibe. You did a cool show here. What was that, right around Halloween? Was it on Halloween? I can't remember.
It was the day before Halloween.
Yeah, that with that kind of stuff. Yep. And actually, I'm glad you mentioned Stephen King there, because even you feel like you got a little bit of that in you, because you're related in some way, right?
His wife's my third. I'm from Bangor, Maine, which he's from, and so I mean, it was almost like scripture. Stephen King's it. And his wife was my third cousin, and Stephen King used to do my parents' laundry. He's moved up a little bit since then. But I've seen Tabitha, she's a great writer as well, at funerals, which is super cool.
That's amazing. Again, chatting here with Stovepipe and this new EP coming out. How do we get more information about that?
Yep. So for too long, I struggled against live streaming, and by all means, support your musicians, especially Elijah. He's got that Indiegogo, so I'm all about that. So I say start with my website, which is stovepipescaravan.com, and you can listen on Bandcamp, but I want you to hear the music. So Spotify's also on there, and it will be available on those streaming things. So start with the website, see where that takes you.
I'll let you take it away with a few more tunes here. Live here from Listening Room for GR Live. This is Stovepipe.
So this one is, I remember hearing this description of hell, and it said all these sinners and gamblers and drinkers and all these people were going to be there, and everybody, you know, and only a select few could get into heaven. I'm like, well, hell sounds a lot more fun than heaven in that case. So West Michigan, here's a song that kind of explores that that twist. It's called Gates of Hell. Bless my soul and the slide trombone that plays in the middle of the night. Such a spooky sound that could wake this town, but I'm alone in the moonlight. It's the sound of the gates of hell. Open it up just to wish us well. Skeletons knocking on my door. Vampires dance on the floor. Left-hand witches and the dead have stitches. They say that we met before. It's the sound of the gates of hell. Opening up, just to wish us well. 'Cause it's the sound of the gates of hell. Opening up, just to wish us well. There's a party tonight. I got your invite. I know that I can't say no. The devil's alright. He's not a bad guy. He just wants to take you home. The rooms are well lit. They don't have a fit if you sin a lot or a little. The closet monsters are good friends with you, and there's a demon playing a fiddle. 'Cause it's the sound of the gates of hell, opening up just to wish us well. One more time. Sing along if you want to. It's the sound of the gates of hell. And they're opening up just to wish us well. Thank you, and I'm sorry. You know what? We'll do this. I'll do one more spooky tune, and we'll finish off at the close with a lovey-dovey one. Balance it out. This one's about a murderous preacher. Lord, give me strength, everything but the kitchen sink. I just cannot stand on my own. Oh, I'm shaky with a knife, clumsy when I take a life, and I still don't have a place to call my home. Blood, water, baptism, a lone man can't start a schism. Heaven don't sound much fun to me, but a Savior who forgives every bad thing that I did. I can follow them into eternity. Cut skin with a sharpened bone, cigarette stained mobile home, mosquito pond where I can sit and pray away every person that I've scared. Boy Scout honor, be prepared. Jesus, help me be the one who saves the day. Blood, water, baptism, a lone man can't start a schism. Heaven don't sound much fun to me, but a Savior who forgives every bad thing that I did. I can follow them into eternity. Comb my hair with a rusty rake, a can of beans on a wedding cake. Sinner, I know someone who loves you still. No matter who you've stolen from or finished off with a loaded gun, give the Lord some love because it was His will. Blood, water, baptism, a lone man can't start a schism, 'cause heaven don't sound much fun to me, but a Savior who forgives every bad thing that I did. I can follow them into eternity. I can follow them into eternity. I can follow them into eternity. There we go. Sorry about that G7th.
That's live music there from Stovepipe performing for us here at Listing Room for GR Live. Again, Stovepipe throughout. Actually, I'll do it so you don't have to do your own self-promotion, of course. Stovepipescaravan.com. That's the information that you'll find about the new music he's releasing, and find his Spotify and all that good stuff. You can also, of course, hear him on WYCE radio as well. And anything else we wanted to make sure to get in?
Yeah, just confirmed yesterday I'll be doing a show at the Pyramid Scheme on March 18th.
Catch him at the Pyramid Scheme, March 18th. He'll be there with Stephen King's wife. And
That's right, yeah.
Stephen
She's
King
my plus one.
will be doing your laundry in the green room.
That's right.
We're going to get one more tune here from Stovepipe. I want to thank Elijah Russ, of course. Thank you, buddy. Always great seeing you here. Remember, that information you can find. Best spot will be Instagram that he's releasing this afternoon for some support for that album as well. And thank you to Shane German for booking the music here on GR Live. Remember, keep it tuned here to 88.1 FM. Get you through the afternoon right here on Community Radio. Kylan back at the bar, thank you so much. Cassie Bedden, and of course on audio, that's Stephen W. Leaf back there on audio. Stephen W. Leaf.
Not a problem, Quinn. Not a problem. Not a problem.
And before we head back to the studio, let's get one more tune right here on GR Live, folks. Stovepipe.
All right, roll audio.
Thank you, Quinn and YC, and to Elijah. Yeah, here's a lovey-dovey tune. And this guitar, this cool resonated guitar, is made by a company called Koshel Guitars, and it's all out of rebuilt or torn down barns. I like to pretend it was a haunted barn. This is called Old Milwaukee. Open up a can of Old Milwaukee. Drink the whole thing down until it's gone. And hope that it will turn into some strange symbol of a place to be and a woman that I love. She laughs like angels waiting in your bedroom. She curses like a sailor on the sea. And bless my soul if I could just persuade her to live outside the secrets that we keep. And won't you stay with me by the radio and dance to every song that it plays? And I'll whisper in your ear, underneath your blue hat, the letters of your name, of your name. And I'll bend these words until they say I love you. I'll paint the stars upon your knees at night. I hope that we can make it through the winter. I hope by spring that you'll be by my side. And maybe we can talk about the future. And maybe we could live together then, where sleep is just a thing that we have to do, and waking up a dream for us to spend. And won't you stay with me by the radio and dance to every song that it plays? And I whisper in your ear, underneath your blue hat, the letter of your name, of your name. Holiness and sin are on my shoulders. They hold each other till they're both the same. Give me one more chance that I can touch her, and one more night to call out her name.
That's Stovepipe, everybody, and that's our show. We'll take it back to the studio here at WYCE. Appreciate everybody coming out. That's GR Live.